not deceived. Evil communication corrupts good manners. If you're familiar with the saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me, you'll know that that's a false statement. I mean, depending on how you go about it, you may not care for what anyone have to say. However, there is power in the tongue, and what you say can affect you and also others. Quoting from the book, Your Word is Your Wand by Arthur Flores Scovelson, I want you all to repeat after me. My supply is endless, inexhaustible, and immediate, and comes to me under grace and perfect ways. Now, I want you to believe in what you just said. Don't that feel good? It's because that is positive words that you are feeding to your soul. So what happens when you say the opposite? Today, we will be speaking on navigating the effects of negative language. Hello, Enlightened ones. I am ReeA Maroon, and here is where we speak on thought-provoking contents of our world, history, and life. If these topics resonate with you, then subscribe and click your notification bell so you will always be in the know. With that being said, welcome to Headphones in Session. Now, let's get in tune. We will be starting with number 5. To cuss is to curse. Cussing, in other words, profanity, are a variety of offensive words that can demonstrate disrespect or negativity to relieve pain or express a strong emotion. Those strong emotions in word form hits like a dagger straight to the heart when it comes to those on the receiving end of the dispute. These words, depend on who's being directed to, can linger in their mind and heart, being a curse unto them. In the book of life, there's a scripture that says, whoever would love life and see good days must keep their tongue from evil and their lips from deceitful speech. Being human, I know it could be difficult to not say exactly what's on your mind when it comes to certain people. However, it's best to at least try to retain yourself from hurtful language and keep your distance from them to protect you and your peace. Next on the list is number 4. Be mindful of what you speak. Just like number 5, it's not just cuss words, but also gossiping and entertaining negative conversations. It may come off as fun locker room banter, but it has an effect on your morals. The Book of Life also speaks on this topic by saying, let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matter. Being a busybody in other men's matter is gossiping about them, spreading false narratives, and being invested in people's life to have some sort of dirt on them. It's a poor quality and unpleasant habit to possess. You may be the person who cringes at the idea, or simply the person who doesn't care, but deep down, if you really think about it, it's a horrible feeling. Let's make a difference and be the kind person. At number 3, birds of a feather flock together. Another old saying that is still relevant. Why would you hang out with a group of people even if it's just one person who doesn't think like you? It's great to have friends or associates that have other ideas and is the total opposite of you. However, when it comes to those who are negative and always, and how you say it, Debbie Downer, what's the point of being around them? You may absorb their personality and start to think exactly like them and no longer think for yourself or hear what they say and just agree because you don't want to lose a so-called friend. In the book of Amos, it says, can two walk together except they be agreed? You will know if someone is supposed to be a friend or not. If not, then let them go. Here we are with number 2. Vocabulary words are your friends. Today is such a peculiar day. I'm having such a stupendous time. Don't these words have more of an impact than saying I'm having a great day and having a good time? When you add vocabulary words to your arsenal, you make way to hold conversations with some of the most intellectual people and could also cuss out others without really being spiteful. For example, instead of saying these stupid witches are beneath me, you should opt for these doltish hags are inferior to me. Trust and believe. There will be many people scratching their head. Last but not least, number 1, let your tongue be of kindness. When you speak, allow your words to be of good things and be respectful. When you speak kindly, even those who speak lowly of you will look like the crazy one because while they're speaking negatively and you're saying the opposite, then others will see them as the problem. Referring to the book of life once more, it says, "Let your speech always be gracious, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how you ought to answer each person. People remember how you made them feel and the kindness that you showed towards them. That is with being polite and with speaking fulfilling words when conversing with them. So the next time you step out into the world, remember, your words is your wand." Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed and see you next time.